Good morning, campers. Let's tap in to today's collective. I want to do a little bit of shadow work as well, but there's definitely someone connected to this collective, so we're going to tap into that if it comes out. We'll see where we're guided more towards. There's this feeling in today's collective, a feeling lacking identity. I would call it that way. It's like you don't truly know who you are. You don't truly know. It's like you are receiving signs and synchronicities from source telling you about your path, about your journey, who you are, what's your gift, why you come here to this world. And it's like you doubt. You have that self-doubt within you, a little bit worn out. I'm sensing with things happening around you. So let's confirm. And it's funny, I just done a channeled message about divine love and how it's important to really trust and surrender and release the doubt and release the fear. And I feel we're going to be tapping into a masculine collective, and that's the current blockage, that's the current shadow. So let's tap into your energy. Let's do a few of these. What's the energy of the collective watching? Without making any assumptions, we'll see where we go with this. What's the energy of the collective watching? We have the Fool. It felt like this is the only deck that I actually do reversals, because I don't normally do reversals. And I feel that it's like you are on the verge of a new beginning. You are on the verge of a breakthrough. There's something that you would want that new beginning with, but you're doubting. So you're between, let me read through this. Only Fools rush in. Oh my God, I just heard that song by Elvis Presley. It's such a beautiful love song. But I can't help falling in love with you. It's like you want to rush in, but you don't want to rush in. Do you know what I mean? You're holding back. You're a little reckless. You're lacking faith. And restless, foolish, impulsive. I think like this collective, you lack faith and you lack, it's like, again, they're showing you, it's this energy like of the masculine that I've mentioned in my channeled message, right? Is this really me? Is she really talking about me? Could this really be me? Am I really her person? Is this really happening? It's like this moment of like, boom. And it's like you have still that lack of faith, and that lack of faith makes you feel a little bit foolish. But we have new beginnings, spontaneous adventure, potential carefree opportunity, jumping into unknown. So it's like you want to do this, but you still have doubts, right? This is your ruling energy. I'm going to take off this ring. It's so beautiful. I love it, but it's too big. Like any ring that I buy, my fingers are just so bizarrely skinny that I never can just buy a normal ring that fits. I don't know why I just said that. Maybe you have small hands, maybe you have skinny fingers, I don't know. We have Queen of Wands, which is nice energy, confident, courageous, energetic. So it's like you're building, right? This is going more towards the positive side, towards the light side. It's like you're building confidence. You're feeling, maybe you've recently like find yourself feeling, I'm hearing sexy. I don't know why I'm hearing like, maybe you've connected a little bit more to your body recently. You're looking at yourself differently for the first time. You're actually feeling sexy in your body, more confident. Let's see, what else? Your energy of collective watching. We have Nine of Swords. Lost hope or love, dark thoughts, anxiety, fears, nightmares, insomnia. I feel like this collective, it's like you go in and out, right? Your intuition is truly peeking through and is really trying to speak to you, right? There's something that you know you want a new beginning with, and there are moments like you feel, I can really do this. It's this in and out energy, right? I can really do this. I'm confident enough. I've worked on this for it's just red, passionate, courageous energy. But then you go like, but do I really. And I'm sensing, maybe that's just a detail for some of you, but I'm hearing that it's like it changes with times of day, which is very bizarre. So maybe during the day, or maybe you wake up in the morning, it's like you dream about your highest, most abundant timeline. Maybe you dream about the person connected to you, and it's like you wake up in the morning with this whole new energy, but then things happen during the day, maybe tests, maybe challenges. You have to face like your shadows, you have to face your fears, and then you go to sleep at night and it's like the anxiety kicks in. Maybe it's other way around, but I'm hearing like it changes, it fluctuates throughout the day. What else for your first row? 10 of Wands, there's still something burdening you. There's still a shadow I'm hearing burdening you. We're going to tap into shadow work in a moment. But there's limiting belief, self-limiting belief I'm hearing. There's no actual blockage in the physical. And that's also something that, divine love teaches us, that it's for once the veil is up, right, for the masculine, he realizes that, damn, I've been the problem, right? My limiting beliefs, my lack of faith, my lack of belief, not an actual physical, tangible issue in between me and my person, but that's actually the core of the journey to reach your highest potential, right? Your purest light, to tap into that light energy. Let's do another row just to confirm and get more details. But again, don't make this fit. This would be your energy. Like, action is on your side. You're standing on the verge of a new beginning. There's something that you have to do, the action you have to take. Masculine energy, this full energy, taking a risk, and you go in and out. Hold on. We have Hanged Man. But it's actually the light side. So we have awakening, surrendering, releasing, letting go, allowing. So it's like you want to let go. I'm literally seeing someone. It's like you're standing on the edge. I'm seeing like a edge of a cliff for whatever reason. So maybe you have memories, or maybe you see that place in your dream. It's like standing in on the edge of a cliff, and it's like you want to jump, but you still feel like something is holding you back, that lack of confidence. And for whatever reason, I'm hearing like this freedom and this liberty that you feel in your body. So maybe that's something that you've been working on. Maybe you've been doing some exercises, body movement with breathing, or maybe some dancing to kind of feel more with that Queen of Wands energy, right? To feel more like relaxed in your body, more confident, to get that mind and body connection. But I feel it's like you want to let go. It's been on pause for a very long time. It's been long awaited. There's something, this collective, you would have this sense of urgency. We have Six of Wands, success. That's on top of that Queen of Wands. Beautiful energy. It's like you have those moments. Maybe you're imagining yourself actually doing that thing, moving forward, right? You're imagining yourself returning to your person. You're imagining yourself taking that leap of faith, and you see yourself successfully. And instead of accepting with faith and surrender that this is your intuition trying to tell you that everything is going to be okay, you're thinking that this is just your mind, that this is just dreaming. But I feel like you're trying to build up the confidence and the courage. So maybe you're actually imagining yourself like entering the room on that high horse, but not in a bad way. Maybe that's not the right description on a high horse, but in like successfully, like with this really masculine, passionate, dedicated, courageous kind of energy. Let's see what's keeping you awake at night. What's stopping? What's this limiting belief? What's this limiting belief? What's causing this anxiety? Too many dark thoughts. The Chariot in reverse. Lack of direction, powerlessness, facing opposition. I'm hearing two things with with this. One would be you're thinking about the time that was lost. You're thinking about, well, I'm gonna look foolish if I move forward now, because maybe you haven't spoken to your person for a very long time. Maybe you haven't taken action. Maybe it's been I just heard for whatever reason. Like, and I always compare Divine Love to telenovelas and to like crazy love series and movies. And like there's this moment in a love story when they say 2 years later. It's like literally nothing has been happening in your love story. Obviously in Divine Love, there's a lot of things happening in the rooms that we're not at. And there's a lot of things happening on the level of internal work and shadow work, right? And conquering our fears and our shadows and our limiting beliefs. But I feel like in the actual physical world, nothing was happening. So this would be that moment in like 2 years later, right? And so maybe you're questioning, like, haven't done anything for such a long time. How do I move forward now? How do I kind of address this, right? This lack of progress and lack of forward movement. But I always say this, that you cannot go backwards. So it's not that there has not been progress, because you have changed as a person. Your person surely has changed as a person. It's just that it hasn't been like a 3D action and movement between the two of you, but that's part of the journey. It's okay. But the next thing that I'm hearing is that you're actually I keep going back. So maybe during the day, you're trying to like amp yourself up, right? You try to feel good. You try to feel confident. You have like, yes, I'm going to do this. Maybe every time something positive happens in your work life, like a little small success, you build your courage. And it's like you see yourself coming forward successfully. But then there are moments of doubt when you have like those sleepless nights and you start overthink, right? And you think like maybe there's going to be blockages. Maybe we're not going to be able to move forward. And the last one is 8 of Coins. That's the burden. I want one more for that. I'm hearing, am I ready enough? It's the self-limiting belief. One more for that. King of Swords. We're going to tap into your shadows in a moment, but I'm sensing that this collective maybe with your person, you have been presenting quite cold and quite closed and sarcastic, too nonchalant. Maybe this is your defense response, defense mechanism. Maybe every time you feel triggered, every time you're not dealing well with an emotion, with a shadow, something comes up and that armor goes up, your reaction is very cold. So maybe you are someone who in a moment of, again, like you're triggered, you can be really passive aggressive, very cold, very confirmation closed with your emotion. And maybe that's your fear. Maybe you know that that's something that has been your burden. You've been working on this. Maybe you've been going back in your memory how you treated your person with coldness. I just heard like you're going through the memories where your person actually was trying to give you a lot of warmth, you're feminine, a lot of just like being this caring, this really feminine energy to embrace, to hold, to listen, to understand, to open up. And you've treated her with like this literally brick of ice. And because you've done so much work and inner work, and also it's like you're aware of this now, you're thinking, well, first of all, you still, it's still in your mind, so you wouldn't have forgiven yourself completely for that, right? But second thing is, have I really done enough work not to react that way? I think I'm also hearing this collective that you, it's like you are aware that oftentimes we do inner work and we work on ourselves, but only in the face of test, true life test, we are able to confirm, are we ready or not? Have we conquered this shadow or not? So maybe that coldness and that reactiveness in this kind of way, King of Swords in reverse kind of way, that's something you've been working on, but now you're thinking to yourself, okay, I've worked on this. I've tried to keep this response at bay when it comes to other people, but my feminine is the biggest trigger, is the biggest love. It's like, you know this, so you're scared. You would be scared whether that's something that will still come up the moment you actually see her. Have you done enough work? Self-limiting belief. Okay, what do we want to do? Let's quickly confirm with the other deck, maybe just few emotions. And then we actually gonna ask, how does Source see you? To do some shadows, to see whether those beliefs are actually self-limiting beliefs, or is this actually something that you still have to work on. I kind of want to do a couple of what's going on in your connection as well, because before we dive into trust. Okay, confirmation. It's like, remember we talked about this energy, so you would been working on this energy. I was seeing color red, so maybe you're activating through color red. Maybe color red really, like, it's your sexy color. Maybe you like that color on your person, or there's a reason I'm wearing red today as well. But I was seeing just like this flame, this internal flame, this internal fire. You've been trying to build your confidence, but we have stop and we have trust. You still go in and out. There are moments you trust, this is my person, this is the love, it's gonna happen, it's so beautiful. Thank you, Source, for this gift. I'm sensing moments of gratitude, but there are moments like, can this really be it? Can this really be me? I don't feel ready for this. Maybe I'm just crazy. Maybe I'm just Lulu. Maybe she's already with someone else. Space. It's like it's a lot of space has been created energetically and emotionally between the two of you. All right, let's ask maybe what's going on in your connection, and then we properly gonna dive into your shadow. How does Source see you, so you can know what is just in your head and what is still something that, yeah, you need to work on this. But to confirm further, let's see what's been going on in your connection. What's currently the energy of your connection for this collective? What's the energy of this connection? Let's do 4. What's the energy? 2 hearts. I was looking at those 2 hearts and I just heard like 2 hearts. What's with the 2 hearts? Maybe you saw 2 hearts somewhere? And maybe it's the song. What's the song? 2 hearts beating like just one mind, or one heart, or what's the song? You know the song? Okay, let's see. Because I was looking at these that are at the bottom, so maybe that has a meaning to you. Okay, we have, I need 2 more, because we have signs and we have dates, and you know that it's not giving us enough detail. Let's do, you wanted details, I got details. Let's do 2 more. Let's do 2 more, and then we'll read through what's going on in this connection, what's relevant. Okay, so we have Capricorn. I always say this in this deck, it can be relevant for some of you. You can actually have Capricorn energy, but I'll just read through this. I was too focused on my career and my goals. I took you for granted and I expected you to wait for me. Unfortunately, you knew you'll be waiting forever. I'm sorry I never put you first. And then we have pessimistic, work-obsessed, stubborn, greedy, prideful, dismissive, rigid, and cheap. And the second one, with what we just read, we have mentally materialistic, number 26. The other one was 91. More concerned with what people think of them, their status in life, obsessively focused on money, or cares deeply about owning luxury goods. And with that, the first one that we read, so you were focused more on your career. So this would be that strong energy. So maybe actually there was something that it's like you expected to wait for me, right? So maybe you actually said to this person that you don't that you have to focus on your career, you have to focus on your work. There's not much I can offer. Maybe you didn't feel like a financially, economically, lifestyle wise as a match to this person. Maybe you actually said this to them. It's like, I'm not going to be able to offer you anything for the next like X amount of months or years, which subconsciously would make this person think that there's actually something that is, behind that threshold, behind that timeline, right? So subconsciously it would kind of encourage them to wait. Maybe that wasn't your intention, but it's like you didn't want to let them go because you were feeling that it's something really that I shouldn't. It's like your intuition was telling you it's not something you should pass on because of work and because of money and because of career. All those things are just so irrelevant in life. Our passion, our goal, yes, but as in money, making money and career in this 3D matrix, not so much. It should always be a byproduct of us following our gift, of us following our passion and our life's purpose, right? So maybe that was a thing for you, that you were more focused on work. We have summer number 100, June 21st, August 5th. So maybe those dates are significant. Maybe that's like the last time, either the last time you saw your person, or maybe those are the dates you actually met. Maybe summertime is significant for your connection. We have ghost. So maybe you have ghosted your person. Hold on, let me read through this. I'm sorry I had to run, but I couldn't tell you how I feel because I didn't even know how I didn't know how I feel. It was easier for me to walk away instead of having to explain to myself. So maybe that's something that's been on your mind. That's something that you did one or more times with this person, that instead of just having a conversation and saying how you feel and opening up, you would just disappear. You didn't want to close that door completely on this person, so you would give them like breadcrumbs, like, it's because of my work, I cannot give you anything more. Maybe within X amount of time I will be in a different position, and then you would just like, it's like holding, I'm seeing someone like wanting to hold them close, not wanting to let go, not wanting to close the door, but not really giving anything tangible. We have forgiveness, so that would also be the energy in your relationship. We have 68 and 21. A letting go of emotional burdens, key to healing and growth in connection. Acknowledge your feelings that of your twin. I'm seeking your forgiveness even if I can't utter the words. I'm trying to also forgive myself for treating you quite unfairly, but I'm hoping I can quiet my guilt. I think this is it for this collective, but the nice thing is that we have self-love. So it's like, I feel you have been working. Maybe this collective, it's been a thing. Sorry for the noise. My neighbors are just doing some reconstruction. So maybe you've been focusing on self-love. Maybe you have some sort of a construction close to your house and you have to listen to that kind of, it just came to my mind, the detail. For some of you, maybe you actually know, this collective, that you have to forgive yourself first before you ask for forgiveness, because you truly have to understand that the person who did whatever is it that you did, they no longer exist. You understand, you acknowledge, you grew, and that is the only moment when you can actually ask for tangible forgiveness. So I feel that for this collective, what's been going on, those would be your key blockages. The aspect of lifestyle, of money, of you focusing on other things, you never putting this person as a priority, you thinking that work, money matters more, you wanting to prove something, you wanting to have certain amount of items or money before you actually come forward with this person, and then this ghosting, this disappearing, this in and out kind of energy, that you would know that you've hurt this person with this energy. That's like you were keeping them, and it's something that I feel you've been working on forgiving yourself, and now you're slowly getting ready to ask. I have inner child healing as well, and I have free will, and I just looked at this card. Maybe you resonate on some level with eagles, so you definitely done a lot of childhood healing and childhood trauma healing, but maybe like a freedom was also a thing for you, for this collective. It happens very often with the masculines. It's like you feel that love and relationship will cage you. You wanted to be free, you wanted to be single. It's like maybe you were even angry. Charismatic Casanova, maybe that's her energy. Maybe you were even angry at times at the universe, at source. Like I just got like a little bit of like freedom and a good life and this kind of energy, and now you're just giving me this person and I'm so like drawn to them and I don't know what to do with this and I'm just afraid to be caged. I'm not going to repeat myself because I talk about this all the time, that another person cannot cage you. In one in a million kind of times when they literally lock you in their basement, the other person cannot cage you. You cage yourself, you limit yourself, you allow yourself to be manipulated, you allow yourself to be limited by the other person. So that fear of losing freedom in a relationship is simply fear of not being able to choose the right partner that would love you for who you are and would never take away your freedom from you. All right, let's tap in properly. I think this is what this collective needs. I think what you need is to hear how the source see you, and maybe we will do some animal cards as well. That deck that I rarely use, but I really, really, really love it. So let's tap in how the source, creator, gods, your guides, however you want to call this, how they see you, so you can actually see how you shine and really realize what is it that you still need to work on and what are just those limiting beliefs in your head. How does source see you, this masculine? How does source see you? All right, we have Four of Swords, and the moment I saw this, I heard procrastination. Source is seeing your procrastination, right? So they would be thinking that you are looking for excuses, whether that's, we'll tap into more details, whether that's coming forward, again, it's a collective, towards your feminine, or whether that's just doing a tangible work and focusing on certain things. There's something that you're procrastinating on. We have Queen of Swords. I want one more for that. We have the Devil at the bottom of the deck. Let's do two more to have your first row. How does source see you? I'm hearing you know the truth. You know the truth and you're procrastinating. Maybe that's something you've been hearing. We have the Fool. We have the Fool. I am looking at this butterfly, and again we have the heart, and we have Seven of Wands. Again we have the heart, so maybe that has a meaning for this collective, like a red heart. Maybe you've seen a red heart somewhere. Maybe that's something that you bought to your person, or you wanted to buy, or you have for your person, but you've never actually given that to your person. And there's a butterfly energy, so they were showing me like this butterfly, like they know you're ready. But remember, I mentioned this in one of my, remember, if you've watched one of my previous readings, I've mentioned that there's this energy when the butterfly gets out of the cocoon and it still feels weird. It's like the first time using my wings, right? But you're already a butterfly. You already are ready for your new beginning. It's just that you still don't feel that comfortable. So this is your first role. This is how source sees you, how your guides see you, right? There's your first energy is procrastination. So there's something they're trying to push you to do. And internally, I feel you know the truth. It's like this moving from Queen of Swords to King of Swords energy, right? So you know what's your truth. You know what you need to do. You know in your heart, that inner guru, that intuition, you know who's your person. You know what's your path. You've tapped into your highest, most abundant timeline. But it's like you're procrastinating to externalize all that, to call it in, to call that manifestation in. And they see you, they see you, they would see you as guarded, like they would see you that you still have the fear of it's like they're showing me the veil is lifting. They're trying to lift the veil, but it's like you're resisting. It's like no, I'm not ready. They just showed me, like, you know, like when you're a child and you have to get up in the morning to go to school, and your parents, they come to your room and they try to like take the sheets off your face and put the lights on or the shades up so the light comes in. It's like, no, 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 I'm not ready. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. It's like, it's time. It's time to do something, to make a movement, to take action, right? Whether that's going to be, I feel this collective, it's the unknown that scares you because you don't know. Maybe you've heard me or someone else, so you know that on this journey, sometimes the masculine returns for a check-in and that the source will never release what's not meant to be released and what's not ready. And maybe you've heard that it's not always that easy. Maybe you're afraid of those challenges, of that conversation, that forgiveness, that truly taking accountability and standing in front of this person, and that's kind of intimidating you and causing this procrastination. But whatever needs to happen, whether you're being released for reunion or released for union, it doesn't matter. There's something that needs to happen and you're procrastinating. You're trying to defend yourself and protect yourself, but they're showing you, maybe you have been seeing like signs like butterfly, signs of transformation. They see you as ready for this new beginning. This is your first row. They see you as ready for that leap of faith. Okay, let's keep going. Let's do one more row. How do they see you? How the source sees this collective. Justice. Justice. Maybe you know this collective and you are aware that you had to go through a lot of karma. Maybe you have the awareness now that for a very long time you have been surrounded by karmic connections, by karmic patterns. And it's like it's like this moment when we're standing in front of a long project, right? And we know what's the end game. Right? We know what's going to happen, but there's so much work that needs to be done. And we put ourselves in that mode of doing the work, right? So working for your karmics, working for your shadows, paying off your karma, trying to accept things for what they are, right? That meaning of life kind of internal work, right? And suddenly you realize that you've done a lot of work and you found yourself in a moment that some sort of a change of a phase and change of a cycle needs to happen, but you've got used to that energy, that walking through difficulties, walking through challenges, that it's almost like nostalgia to release that energy. It sounds weird, but I'm hearing that. So maybe you've got yourself used to thinking about your person, finding motivation in your person, loving them from far. I've just heard loving them from far, and now you have to make this move and you're like, but what if it doesn't work out the way I want it to, and my whole world just crumbles. Ooh. The Chariot. The Chariot. You know the truth. It's time for forward movement. It's time to shift the energy. It's time to take action. What's this new beginning? The Fool. King of Pentacles. That is beautiful energy. That is beautiful energy. This is how they see you. This is why you're ready for this new beginning. It's not the Emperor, it's not the Hierophant, but it's okay. Things are built gradually. You are sitting in, they see you in the energy of King of Pentacles. Someone who understands that good things come to those who wait. That good things comes to those who put effort, who are resilient, who are hardworking, who are ambitious, who understand the meaning of abundance. That abundance is not about having money on their bank account. I talk about this all the time. That it's about being this true, abundant, masculine energy. I have what I need to have what I need, and the universe will provide what I need to me in that exact moment of my journey, whatever is relevant. If I need a car, I'll have a car somehow. If I need a house, I'll have a house. If I'll need food on my plate, I'll have that. It's just trust. Focusing on work, yes, putting in effort, but trusting that with that effort, not necessarily as a direct response. Do you know what I mean? So it's like the money will come if you follow your passions, not necessarily if you work 15 hours a day. This is like this common misconception that a lot of people have, and especially the masculines, that you have to work through, right? So because you're stuck in a matrix world, right? The universe gives to us what we need, and as a reward for us putting in effort in who we are, the person that we are, right? King of Pentacles is really beautiful, beautiful energy. It's the king of a castle. Is the king ready for his queen? Let's see what else. For now, to be honest, I'm not seeing, it's like they're seeing you in a beautiful energy. It's just this procrastination. Let's do one more. Procrastination and this armor, this veil that you're refusing. It's like they're trying to take this veil off your face, and you're just refusing. One more. And maybe we're going to do another. Strength. Strength. They see you as strong. Ace of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. They see you as strong. They see you as ready to move forward. To have that new beginning. Fly, butterfly, fly. It's like they're trying to push you. It's like this, mama bird, when the bird needs to learn how to fly, you just need to push him. They're trying to push you. Maybe some things have been happening in your life that you truly feel this push. It's like, maybe this just came to my mind. Maybe this person is spiritually stalking you. So it's like you suddenly smell their scent, right? Or you see someone on a street that looks like them, or you see their name. It's what we always say, that's spiritual stalking, right? They're living rent-free in your mind. Wherever you go, whatever you do, it's like you feel you're going to see them, you feel you're going to meet them, and everything reminds them of you. Maybe songs as well, I just heard. Foods. It's like they're trying to push you to get out of this forest. It's like you're being really defensive. You don't feel strong enough, that they see you as strong. They see you as King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles is true masculine. It's a mini emperor. He's resourceful. He's resilient. He's abundant. He's confident. He's the provider, he's the protector, the divine masculine. You have the strength, you have built strength. I feel this collective, but it's a self-limiting belief. It's like you feel this, but for some reason that the moment you will see your feminine, it's going to be game over. Everything that you've worked on and you feel it's here, it's going to be right here, because it's the power of the connection. Three of Wands, movement, the start of, we have the Chariot, and we have the Three of Wands, new beginning, forward movement, and we have the Fool. Such a strong energy of forward movement. They see you ready for this. Enough planning has been done. Enough karma has been paid. Enough procrastination has been made. It's time to move the stagnant energies a little bit. It's time to steer the pot. I just heard a little bit. It's time to bring a little bit more movement, a little bit more drama in the situation, but in a good kind of way. Do you remember what I said? Like in that movie, when they say like 2 years later, it's 2 years later now, or 3 years, or however many years it's been for this collective. Forward movement. This is what they're trying to show you, that you are ready for forward movement. It's time to call in your manifestations. It's time to take the leap of faith. All the cards of strength, of courage, of moving forward. You know what you need to do. You know this truth. Internally, you're questioning yourself, you're doubting, you still have some self-limiting beliefs, but in reality, I just saw Judgment card, but let's see. Let's do a couple more. We have Four of Pentacles. I think it's I'm hearing with those Four of Pentacles that it's like you are afraid to hold on because it would have been a very long time for this collective. It's this collective, you would not speak or see your feminine for like a year. So it's a minimum of a year, minimum, that you haven't seen your person, you haven't interacted. Year, I'm seeing year plus, I'm seeing 1+, right? And you've built your journey of progress and self-work around this fairy tale, this dream, this idea that one day maybe we'll be reconnected, right? So you would have this person on a pedestal, and she would give you strength. She would give you through red threads, but also through you having some sort of an access to see her, to know what's going on in her life, to watch her, to move forward. It's like she has been your motivation, and it's like you've got used to that stage, and it's hard to let go. It's hard to let go that when you find the courage to take a leap of faith, you don't know what's going to happen. The hardest part is letting go of who we love. Two more. We have the Magician. The Magician on top of the Fool and on top of the King of Pentacles. You have the power to manifest what you've been waiting for so long. It's time to take action, to take a leap. This is a card of skill, of action, of alchemizing, of moving forward, of being the master of your own destiny. You are the master of your own destiny. You're ready for this leap of faith. Just trust. There's not a single card here, right? So they see you. Let me do one more to close this out before I gloat on your journey. Final one. Hermit. Hermit. You have been hermiting, you have been isolating, you have been going inwards, I'm hearing. You have been working on yourself, and they see this, right? The only negative energy here, literally, you have such beautiful cards, right? We're asking, how do they see you? How does Source, your guides, universe, God, whatever you call it, it's all same, how they see you. They see you as you're ready for progress. You're ready for leap of faith. You're the King of Pentacles. You have the strength. You have the strength to manifest. You have the power to alchemize literally anything you want. You're there, right? You're there to take that leap of faith and to start that next chapter. The only thing literally here that is not gloating over you and is not super positive is those two cards. They see you're procrastinating. You know the truth. You know all this. I'm not saying anything to you that you wouldn't know. You will know this is your reading. You will feel this in your heart. My heart just started like skipping a beat. So maybe you'll have like an intense heart rate as you watch this, or when you think about your person, that's your sign, because it's the fear. You're afraid to truly be vulnerable. You're afraid to introduce the new you to this person. You're afraid what's going to happen. You're afraid that they won't believe you. You're afraid you will wreck that fairy tale that you created in your head, but it was only in your head. It's time to manifest this in an actual life. You're ready for this. You're procrastinating. That is your first card. It's like they wanting you to know all the beautiful energy that you sit in, the hard work, the inner work, that you've paid your karma, that you've sit in your isolation, that you've really been focusing on you, building your strength, that you're ready for this forward movement. But they also want you to know that we see you procrastinate, my little fella. We see you procrastinate. We see you scared. They're really trying to rip those sheets and that veil off your face. But you're resisting. You're resisting. Okay. Let's confirm. How do they see you in my animals cards? How do they see you? Let's do a few of these. How do spiritual guides of the collective and source? How the source sees the collective watching? Let me do maybe like 6. Oh, 2 more. All right. Let's see what we have. Let's see what we have. Very nice energy. Okay. I kind of want to do 2 more. Hold on. I kind of want to do 2 more. 20 card! All right. All right. Okay, we have a snake at the bottom of the deck, strong snake energy, because we have the sea serpent, right? The sea serpent is a card of awakening. They know you have awakened. Your kundalini has awakened. You see the truth. You are connected. That's also your sacral chakra. So maybe there's a reason I was seeing like this really sensual energy, right? So I'm hearing you're sitting well in your body. You're really connected to your body. You understand certain things. You are awakened, right? The first card that you have, this is why I just like I did a little bit of this. It's the Scorpio, right? So I feel that's the only energy that maybe you have to not work on, because I feel like you've worked on this, but have in consideration, right? Have in consideration that King of Swords in reverse that we talked about, that you sometimes sting, that you sometimes, whenever something triggers you, work on just taking a deep breath. Why is this happening? What is this showing to me? Maybe I'm making assumptions. Maybe this person doesn't have anything negative on mind. Maybe they don't want to hurt me. And I immediately just like sting. I immediately become cold, become very very armored, very defensive, right? It's this defensiveness. It's a thing for this collective that you immediately assume when something is triggering, you immediately assume that someone is trying to hurt you, and it's like you want to fight back, right? You want to give it back to them. It's like you want to push the ball back. So that's something that you need to work on. We have the wolf and we have the elephant, 2 beautiful strong energies. Of a wolf is the leader energies, is the divine masculine, right? I always say this. Divines are lone wolves. You build your individuality, you build your comfort in solitude. So when you return to this person, you will create a pack, 2 lone wolves with a pack, because wolf is this beautiful energy, and I always talk about this, that has the ability, when in balance, to exist in the same beautiful way of light, whether they're in solitude or surrounded by their soulmates. An elephant is this energy of, I can conquer this. I understand. An elephant understands the meaning of faith, that you are the master of your destiny. You aren't the victim of your fate. You can overcome any obstacle. So it's like you have this power within you. I feel like this power has been building within you, of this masculine just dedication and determination. I'm going to do this. I can do this. Once I start, I really can alchemize this, bring this into fruition, right? Manifest this. So it's really beautiful, powerful, forceful, masculine energy. Beautiful. What else do we have? We have the swan, which is in this deck my 20 card, because they do reflect each other. Maybe without you knowing, you're reflecting a lot your person. Maybe they're trying, because this is how they see you, right? So maybe they're trying to show you through signs and synchronicities, through tests that they're showing you, that you're ready to understand that you are equals. You are a reflection of each other. Just to fully trust, fully release. But swan also represents this inner and outer beauty, this someone who is very, and we have the tiger as well. So it's like I'm hearing you have unleashed your feminine energy as well. It's like, deep down that you are beautiful inside out, that this is about this dark feminine energy, this connection to the moon, this connection to sensuality, this red color that we've been seeing all along. It's like you're really connected to your body, you're really connected to your intuition, you're really connected to your emotion and your feminine side. You understand that beauty is something that comes from within, and the person who we are, truly beautiful energy. And the final two that we have is the zebra. Zebra is a beautiful energy and it's a beautiful card. Zebra is this really eclectic, ready for everything, adventurous kind of person. And I'm hearing that they want you to embody this, right? So maybe your person loves this about you, that you're very like, yeah, let's do this, and very, very giddy, very energetic, very curious mind and very eclectic thinking patterns, right? So maybe they're showing you that that's something that you should embrace, and very unique. I think this collective, what they want you to know is that you're every single person in this collective, you would be very beautiful, very unique, very colorful, very vibrant, very, it's this energy of, right, it's this quirky energy, this eclectic, beautiful, curious mind. And they want you to embrace that, to use that. This is your true colors. Show your true colors to your person, to yourself. Your true colors have been dimmed out by the shadows, but those shadows have been cast away. Those shadows, you have conquered them. They're still there, but you got this. You're a zebra. You're elephant, you're a wolf, and maybe also all those animals that I'm showing to you, maybe they will be your signs. You will see them somewhere. I'm seeing the swan for whatever reason. And the final one is vulture. A vulture is the energy of purge, the energy of releasing, the energy of cleanse. So it's the only, I wouldn't maybe say challenging energy here, but the only thing is, and we saw that burden, right? So there are still some limiting beliefs that you allow to control you. You have to let that go. You have to fully release, fully trust. Watch that, if that resonated, watch the channeled video that I've posted today as well, because part of this journey is to truly let go, to truly release, to truly know that this is it. I will be guided. Whatever happens now, I just have to trust. I have to sit in that connection with my soul, with my inner guru, and they will show me the way, and they will show me what I need to do and where I need to go. So there's still certain things that you need to purge, that you need to release, right? It's this, they're showing me like this culmination and this ending of the death and rebirth, right? So there's still certain things. I'm hearing week or two. So be mindful of your lessons, be mindful what's going on around you. They're going to be showing you how strong you're mirroring each other, right? So be mindful of that as well. Maybe emotions that you're feeling are emotions of your divine. You would really be connected to each other. And with that Scorpio, be very, very mindful of that energy. So allow those next weeks to test yourself. Whenever someone triggers you, train yourself not to be that cold King of Swords, but just to think for a moment, just to stop. Maybe this person doesn't mean to hurt me. Maybe this person doesn't have bad intention. Maybe they're just wounded. Maybe they're just defensive. Maybe they need my love. Maybe they need my compassion. Maybe they need my leadership. Maybe they need my strength, my confidence in the destiny, in life, in the beautiful things in this world. Maybe they need my open mind and curious mind. Maybe I don't need to sting immediately. Maybe that doesn't have to be. There's just this defensiveness around this collective still, and I feel you're aware of this, and you would be afraid of that reactivity, of how you react, how you can react with coldness, with shutting yourself down, and with sometimes maybe even being cruel. I'm hearing with things that you say and things that you do. But in the end, this has been beautiful. They see your strength. They see you as a King of Pentacles. They see you as you've done so much work. You're so beautiful inside and out. You have a lot of this masculine strength and energy here, but you're also connected to your feminine side, to your Kundalini, to your beauty, to your artistic side. So embrace that. Try to see yourself as they see you. I just heard one more thing before we close with the swan, that maybe you sometimes see yourself like as your person sees you. Maybe you have those visions and you've been doubting that intuition. Maybe when you look in the mirror, you look at yourself and you're like, damn, I'm sexy, right? So it's like what your person, you're literally tapping into. And that moment, that's what I'm hearing. When you look in the mirror, you have moments when you truly tapping into, through red threads, how your person sees you. It's like you're in whatever we're close union, it actually happens a lot. It's like you momentarily see the world through the eyes. It's like it's like your minds are so connected. It's like you see things how they would see things, and it's like you see you, to actually build that confidence and to really understand that to them, to your divine feminine, you are the most beautiful swan, the most strong wolf, the most masculine. Beautiful, just beautiful. So maybe you had those feelings, but you've been doubting them because you still have those self-limiting beliefs and that doubt. Anywho, beautiful reading. Take it easy. Learn your final lessons. And I think the biggest message for this collective, don't procrastinate. You know what you need to do. You know.